We're live right now.
Oh, cool.
Everybody, what's up? Welcome
What's up, you Froot
to...
Loop dinguses?
We've got the Zach attack here.
Wait, one second. Hold on, I got something for them. All right, sorry, I had to do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome very much. Okay, Zach, before we get started, how about we just get one thing clear and out on the table, and
Okay.
let's just get right to it. One, are you aware that I was not a Frankie fan this season and tweeted about it all summer?
Yes, I am aware.
Question two, are we still cool?
Yes, we are cool.
Next question, did you agree to do this interview with me because you wanted to and not because your mom made you?
I agreed to do this interview with you because I wanted to.
So let me just summarize. To get the record straight, you know about my tweets, you're still okay with me, and you don't think I'm some crazy, obsessed fan, right?
Agreed. Guilty.
Good. So let's move on. Seriously,
Okay.
people, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's
Time to start the show. Zach, how the hell are you doing since you left LA? How's life?
I am doing unbelievably great. I'm at home with my family, my puppy Tiger, my little broski, playing golf, going in the pool. Can't ask for much more than that, Mike.
Swag. People are pouring in right now.
Swag.
It's
Hold
crazy.
on. While we're on that subject,
Yes.
speak swag. Swag. The spelling of swag has changed officially to SAWAG. So I just want to put that out there. Let everyone know that times are changing, people. Swag is now spelled SAWAG. So
Sounds perfect. And you heard it here, folks. And he's the King Rance, so what he says goes. How are you adjusting back to normal life, though? How are you being recognized a lot?
yeah, I'm being recognized a lot. I went to the mall the other day and I took some picture with some fangirls, and it's great. It's hard to adjust because I had no idea about anything that was going on in the real world for the last 3.5 months. And then I kind of just get popped out into the real world, and then it all hits me at once. It's extremely overwhelming, but I gotta say I'm extremely blessed and appreciative of the following I have, of people and all their support. I've been going through the fan mail. I'm reading all of your letters. I promise. I'm reading every one of them.
Well, we will get to that. Don't worry, we're gonna cover all that.
All right.
Just a quick question: Do you realize how proud your family was of you all season long?
Yeah. I mean, my mom tells me every day how proud she is of me. I went on that show to win $500,000, and that was the only option for me. I'm not leaving with anything else. But I didn't win the 500K, but I left with a lot more than that. I feel like I inspired a lot of people in many different ways, and I'm glad I was entertaining to people. I was just being myself on the show, and that's how I am in my daily life around my bros, and I guess people ate it up. So.
Oh, they sure did. Speaking of your mom, there was an eyewitness report that when you first saw your mom after the finale,
Right.
that a path was cleared, and she went up to you and hugged you for 5 minutes. Why is your mom so selfish?
I was the one who was being selfish because I just wanted to see my mom, and 5 minutes, no, it was more like 25 minutes because I felt like I was hugging her for an eternity. I haven't seen her in so long. I missed her. Even when I was in college for 5 years, every single morning when I was walking to class, when I was taking out my dog, I was calling her, making sure her day was going well. And the fact that I just went 3.5 months without, hearing her voice or, seeing a text message saying, "I love you, baby," it's like, I just wanted to hug her. I didn't want to let her go. So she wasn't being selfish. I was being selfish.
You hear that, folks? Because, yeah, no comment. So, we got to how you feel about your reaction to being so popular. And what was it like when you found out stuff like LaToya Jackson, who's the second most popular Jackson girl, uh, tweeted about how much she liked you, the second most popular house guest on this season.
I don't even have words for that. I don't have words. Like, I mean, it's amazing, obviously. It, I, you know what? I don't even have a, you're asking for my reaction, and I don't have a reaction because it's all just like inside. I can't express the feeling I have when someone like LaToya Jackson is talking about me at all. So, and especially being a positive thing. I mean, I'm humbled. I feel so appreciative and blessed. I can't even put into words how grateful I am.
We can see it in your face, at least I can. So, tell us about your arrival back home. We saw some pictures posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
What was it like seeing the signs and your family and?
Oh, first of all, I gotta say that when I was walking off the plane, I was hit by Florida humidity, and my face got sticky. And when I got to the airport and I saw my family, I was so happy that I had my grandma, my brother, my dad, my cousin Lindsay, her husband, everything was great. My Uncle Jack, I was so happy to see them. They bought a limo for me. We took a limo back to my house. We got a little hyphy in the limo, whatever, so wag, and it was a good time. I was so happy to see them, and yeah, it was just it was a feeling I can't even explain. So.
Now, we know how important Peyton is to you. What was that like when you saw him?
It was crazy because he's so much bigger than he was when I left. And, the past couple days that have been going by, he's so much more mature than he was when I left, I left, he was just a little jit in 4th grade. Now he's a big 5th grader, safety patrol. And he's a lot more mature. And he's starting to understand a lot more things that he didn't really understand when I left to go on Big Brother.
Was it crazy for him to see his big brother on Big Brother?
Oh my! I don't even know. I mean, obviously he loved it, and I guess he's pretty cool at school now. But we haven't even gotten to all the stories because I've only been home for 3-4 days, and right now I'm just trying to catch up on sleep because looking through all my followers on Instagram and Twitter, the 2 nights after the finale, I didn't get 1 minute of sleep. So I'm not ignoring my friends. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just catching up on sleep right now, all right? Cut me some slack over here.
No problem. Well, hey, you're doing this, so that's, I think, what people wanted.
Yeah.
So you go online for the first time in 3 months. My question for you, which porn site did you go to first?
None.
I'm just kidding.
That was a terrible question.
I'm kidding. Tell me, I want to know about your fan mail. Who are your fans? Who's been sending you letters?
I have been getting tons of letters from people in the United Kingdom. I've been getting tons of letters from people in Canada. Obviously, the 12 to 18-year-old girls around America. A lot of guys who just love me on the show, and it's crazy because I feel like I am, I'm marketed to every age and every gender or whatever your pronoun is. I am marketed to you because, I'm very entertaining, I'm funny and smart. What else could you ask for,
Nothing. Do you have anything that was either really touching or ridiculous or obscene that you've gotten in the mail that you might want to share?
Well, I've gotten a couple things. I've gotten a couple paintings of myself, which are amazing. If I got in your painting, I'm definitely going to write you back, I promise. I've gotten a PlayStation 4 was sitting in my room when I got home. So thank you to whoever bought me the PlayStation 4. I think her name was Lacey. Lacey, if you're out there, I've been playing my PS4 for the last 2 days. That's why also I'm not getting any sleep because I can't turn off Madden 15 right now. What else have I gotten? I've gotten a lot of golf balls, which is great because Peyton and I lose a lot of golf balls on the course. And I'm telling you, the pink hats are coming by the thousands. Keep the pink hats coming because the more pink hats I get, the more I can sign and the more I can send out to all my fans. So keep it up, people. I love it.
I was going to ask you, how many do you have? What are you going to do with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to personally sign every single one of them and send them back to their owners. So, I love the support and I want to keep it going.
Swag.
Swag.
I saw a swag.
Swag.
Are those paintings behind you? Some of the ones that you got?
Yeah. There's 2 behind me. So they're great. They're perfect. They're perfect.
Okay, question. What shocked you more? That your mom was on Twitter or that she has over 17,000 followers?
Definitely that she has over 17,000 followers. That's ridiculous. Is that even legal to have that many followers? Is it even legal? Let's be real. It
It's
shouldn't be
she,
legal. My mom
she's
has
gonna
2 million
bypass.
followers. Start
She's gonna.
unfollowing my mom. It shouldn't be legal that she has 17,000 followers. It's absurd.
Well, what's absurd is let's talk about your followers. Let's talk
Yeah,
about your Twitter and Instagram followers, and I want to know your thoughts on social media in general right now.
I mean, I love right now, especially. I love social media. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I went into the house, obviously I didn't have I had a Twitter, but I didn't tweet. I wasn't active on Twitter. My Instagram I was pretty active on. I would upload like one every 4 or 5 days maybe. But now that I'm back and I have a following, I'm gonna be posting nonstop, and you're gonna end up being annoyed with me because I'm not gonna shut up on social media, and that's a promise, you Fruit Loop dinguses.
Because I get asked a lot. Like people wanted me to ask you, why haven't you tweeted? I've been just saying, let him. He just got home. Just
Right. I
give
don't
it
even
some
know.
time.
At first, I was like, what do I even say? But now I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm still an amateur in the Twitter game, but I've been tweeting lately, and it's not gonna stop. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of me on Twitter these days.
You got a lot of. I think an overwhelming majority of the love that you got from fans was from Twitter. So you've a lot of support from
A lot
people
of
on.
people to thank. I got a lot of people to thank.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you're over 200,000 as of. It's just like a stock ticker. It keeps
It's
going up.
crazy. And it's not stopping either. It's not stopping.
Good. Let's start talking about just you know everything that has been asked in interviews already. I don't want to ask you; it's boring. I want to ask you what hasn't been asked.
Thank you.
Um, First of all, what did you think about these twists this seasons? This
Oh my
season,
God.
starting with the dual HOHs, and did you think it should have lasted as long as it did?
Definitely the double HOHs was a huge twist. I mean, it's not like we're playing Big Brother anymore. We're playing Big Sister. It's a completely different game. Big Brother 2.0, whatever you want to call it. It's not Big Brother anymore. It shouldn't even be legal. The fact that there's two HOHs shouldn't even be legal. But no, it was tough. You got to really change your game. I wanted to go into the game really reserved, passive, let everything come to me, and that's how I started off the first week and a half. But the BOB was a huge twist, and it worked out to my advantage for a little bit because no one expected to have two HOHs. So everyone's walking in there with their strategy, ready to play the game by their own terms. And me, I'm a wild card. I'm lightning in a bottle. So the fact that everyone else's game was thrown off, I think it just helped me in the end. I mean, I didn't win, obviously, but I lasted, for quite some time.
How did you feel about certain Battle of the Blocks being like like the wedding cake one required two people, like you couldn't do it by yourself, and
Right.
then sometimes there were
Yep.
Battle of the Blocks that
By
could be done
yourself.
by one person.
Right. I mean, hey, it's Big Brother. It's designed for, the unexpected. So I mean, it is what it is. I got no comment on that. I think every competition was extremely fair. I don't think. So that's my take on it.
That's an all-star answer if I've ever heard one.
Thank
And
you.
Team America, dumbest twist ever, yes or no?
I mean, I wish I could answer that, but I haven't seen any of the episodes. I still don't know what the heck's going on. People are just telling me what happened. I want to see it for myself. So I don't really know. I guess it's stupid. I mean, everyone's telling me that it screwed me at the end of the day. I kind of see why now, but I don't know. It could have been good if there were better people, like for example, Donnie, Nicole, and I possibly. But I'm just throwing that out there. So I mean, it is what it is. But I'll,
Hey,
I'll watch the episodes and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know if I thought it was stupid or not. How about that?
everyone knows it's common knowledge. You were the, I'm actually maybe it's for the best that it was the way it was because it made for all of your classic TV moments.
Yeah.
It ended up fucking you over in the end, but you
Yeah.
walked out a winner in other ways. So really, who cares? But the executive producer Chris Roach tweeted right after you evicted that he got the sense, and I quote, that that hashtag BB Zach, America wanted BB Zach on, in Team America.
Really, really.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Wow, I gotta tweet him back then. I gotta tweet him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
do it right now.
yeah.
I'm gonna tweet right now. Here we go. What should I tweet right now? Chris Roach,
Uh,
my boy. Chris Roach, you messed up, you Fruit Loop dingus, right?
I think you're going to enjoy seeing, because they had a lot of missions, but they didn't successfully complete a lot of them.
Okay.
One of them was you. They tried to use you. It was to get into an argument, with someone at a
Couldn't
meeting.
have been that hard, right?
Well, you did your part. They didn't do their part, and so
Oh, yeah.
you'll get a kick out of watching that.
Okay.
Now, speaking of people who made money off of you, a shitload of money off of you this
Really?
summer,
Who made money off me? I gotta email them.
Kellogg's. For the first time since I used to watch cartoons on Saturday mornings,
Okay.
they started advertising Fruit Loops during the
No way.
during the Big Brother shows.
No
Yeah.
way they did that.
What are your thoughts about them becoming a sponsor for the first time?
You know what? It feels great to be a sponsor for Fruit Loops. I've been eating Fruit Loops since I've been born. They're my favorite cereal, clearly. I also like calling people Fruit Loops. So I'm glad I can help them out. Maybe they can help me out. Send me some free Fruit Loops, and it'll all be gravy in Zack Attack's world.
How do you feel about Fruit Loop Dingus being an official entry in Urban Dictionary?
You know what? That's really cool because it's a great phrase. I heard some middle schooler called their teacher a Fruit Loop Dingus this week, which is actually hilarious. And whoever you are, you're the man because Fruit Loop Dingus is trending right now.
What about the fooligan? That was one of my favorite words
yeah,
in
fooligan?
too. Yeah.
You know, it's not funny just calling someone a fool. You know, you bust the fooligan, you dingus. You know.
Let's talk about the HOH and veto meetings this season.
Okay.
How many did you interrupt to yell at people or call them names or make them cry?
As veto meetings, I believe 2. When I went off on Devin, obviously, and then Amber, that was fun. So I think 2. But I'm outspoken. I love to speak my mind, and I feel like my character on the show was to be that person that's outspoken, brutally honest, and I feel like people would trust me or they'd want me on my side. Clearly, that wasn't the case. But that's how I am in real life, and that's how I played the game. And I thought it was gonna work, but clearly, it did not. So
You just need to control your diarrhea of the mouth, and I think you would have been much better off.
I just need to turn this thing off. Where's the off switch, people? Help me find the off switch.
You got to find it. Now let's talk about the other thing that you made wildly popular this summer. That's your twerking. And my question is, what song is going on playing in your head when you are in a storage room and you just spontaneously bust into your dance and you're just...
All right, I'm gonna be honest. Usually it's In Sync because I am a '90s boy band enthusiast. I love In Sync, and it's usually In Sync. However, though, lately when I've been twerking, it's been to Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. Taylor, if you're out there, I'm single, looking for a girlfriend. I don't know if you're taken right now, but I love your music.
Sounds good. Is that your type of, like, what is your type?
Ooh.
Taylor, yeah.
Like
Let's
What's
see.
my type?
Yeah, what's your type? Because so Zach is on the lookout for a girlfriend. What type of girl?
All right.
Go.
She has to be smart. Okay? She has to be smart. I don't want my jokes going right over her head. All right? That's the first things first. Secondly, she's got to have a big heart. I'm a very nice guy. I'm very passionate, and I want a girl who is, on the same page as me at all times. But, I don't really have a type. I've dated a lot of different girls in my past, so, I don't really have a type at all.
How should girls hit you up? How
should they hit me up?
Yeah.
You could send me, hold on, let me think about this. Let me think about this real quick.
We can get back to it if you want.
No, just direct message me on Instagram. That works.
Awesome. Now, I've been asked, a couple of people have asked, I'm curious myself, how many comps did you throw uh, this season?
I think I threw about 3. I definitely threw the first one. It's all blur right now. It all happened so fast. I can't even like go through all of them. But I did throw a couple. I mean, obviously when I had Cody, Derek, Frankie, and Caleb's trust, there was no point in winning a competition because, Frankie's gonna win every competition he wants. He won 9 competitions. Caleb, he's a physical specimen. He can win whatever endurance competition you throw at him. And Cody's just as smart as me, if not smarter. So I mean, it's like I had no reason to, get blood on my hands and look like a strong player when, I felt like I really was a strong player. And throwing the competitions, is kind of smart. Dan Giesling threw every freaking competition he ever freaking, saw it in front of his face. So, I mean, it's like I threw a couple. I didn't throw all of them. But when I threw them, I made sure I acted like I tried my best. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the most important part of
It's
if you're going to throw a comp, it's you don't tell anybody you threw at the comp.
Right, exactly. Boom.
How speaking of throwing comps, how many comp puzzle pieces did you throw at the cameras?
1. I threw 1. And I was like, my reaction, I mean, you guys saw, I was like, I am so sorry. I hope that doesn't come out of my stipend because that camera is worth way more than my life. So, I mean, I felt really bad, and I went into the diary room, and I told them, listen, I apologize for throwing the Fruit Loop Dingus poster, but I was extremely frustrated. I hope you can understand. And, yeah, so I threw 1, and it hit the camera all right.
It was awesome. And one more follow-up question about throwing comps. Do you remember the week 2 HOH comp where you guys got to throw Nerf things?
Yes. Okay. Victoria and I, we weren't on good terms. We had beef, if you will. And, I wasn't very fond of her. She wasn't fond of me, and I didn't want her to win because I knew she was going to put me up. So why not throw some frisbees at her neck and try to knock her off the Dingus balance beam? But Victoria and I, we are great friends. Outside the house, we have so much in common. I'm going to go to her house and celebrate some Jewish holidays. And I'm having a party this weekend that she is invited to. I've already texted her. And, yeah, that was all for game. I don't want her to win. So I'm going to throw frisbees at her neck. You know what I mean?
It was, when you see the comp, the visual is so great because Julie tells us that, you have these frisbees to use, and they get a wide shot, and all the guys are just standing on the balcony watching. You are crouched down, and you are pelting her with frisbees. Like, you are just relentless.
I hope that didn't look too bad. I hope it didn't look
it looked hilarious. It looked hilarious.
All right, okay. All right, at least I'm funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question that we're curious about is we had wall screamers this summer, which was new.
What is it? What?
The people with like megaphones or people just screaming over the walls in the backyard.
Okay. Wall screamers.
Wall screamers. We know that you heard it because you shouted back. My question is, did you actually hear correctly what they said about Caleb and Frankie?
You know what? I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
I don't want to answer that question.
That's cool. Then I was just curious to know if you had, would you have told them what you had heard? So, but I'm just gonna move on to the next question.
Yeah, I want to keep everyone on their toes.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kathy Zing motherfucker Zing Griffin.
That Kathy Griffin, she is one work of art. I'll tell you that.
Did you know who you were messing with, Zach?
I mean, I'm messing with the queen of Zings. The queen. So, yeah. I mean, geez. I knew something bad was going to come. I did not expect that. I'll tell you that.
You don't want to fuck with Kathy Griffin, but
no.
It was beautiful. There was a lot of like Gilbert Gottfried when he was OTEV.
Yep.
You're like, my brother's watching.
I know, my Froot Loop Dingus 10-year-old brother's watching. You're gonna curse on national television? Thought this was a family show, CBS.
I have now a question going back to Victoria
Okay.
uh, that I don't understand. My favorite night of watching the feeds was during Zingbot week.
Okay.
You and Victoria were in the kitchen for like hours. It was
Right.
like brother and sister banter. It was just awesomeness. But then like a day or so later, she's like shredding your hat and like
I know,
afraid that you're
right?
gonna kick the shit
How
out of her.
messed up is
What
that?
happened? What
Kicking
happened?
me while I'm down. That's what she's doing. She's kicking me while I'm down, and I'm telling you, I didn't like it. But there was really nothing I could do at that point. I was trying to. I thought about. I was like, all right, should I just say something really mean to get her to punch me in the face so she gets evicted, or do I kind of just like brush it off, no big deal, and move on with my life? And I chose the latter, so it is what it is.
Good for you. I want to bring up just one quote I heard this week. Now that we're up to your eviction, in an interview with Lance Bass this week, Frankie claimed, and I quote, "You were fine being backdoored and begged to go home." Now, a room is not a room, and a house is not a home. So you weren't going to be going home. You were going to jury house. I don't seem to recall that conversation. Could you please set the record straight? And were you, quote, fine being backdoored?
No, I was not fine being backdoored. One of my Fruit Loop Dingus, I was, Caleb was, dropping these lines on me like, dude, I'm so happy to just be in the house. You should be just happy to be here. He kept saying things like, oh, dude, the jury house is gonna be sick. You're gonna be doing so well in the jury house. Like, you're gonna enjoy the jury house. And I'm like, all right, Caleb, like, why are we talking about this right now? Like, why are we talking either about A, game-related strategy, or B, just, our families are cracking jokes or whatever, you being, Judy chopping me or something. And I was thinking, not a lot goes by me. So I was just like, all right, he's saying this for a reason, and I was kind of like, wow, I think Frankie's going to put me up. And then I had to talk with Frankie, and then, that's where the whole renom rule went into place. I know you all know about that. I was trying to be slick. Clearly, that wasn't slick enough. So
Yeah, basically, that was kind of a loaded question because I know, and every person who watched the feeds knows what really happened. I just wanted you to be the one to set the record straight.
yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
we know what happened, Zach. Trust us,
the
we
thing
do.
is, I mean, I understand what he's saying because I had no chance. I had no chance. Everyone, I blew up way too quickly. I blew up way too fast. I was strong arming everyone too easily. Not that it was working, but no one really wanted me out of the house. I mean, from what I know, you guys know a lot more than me. I only know what I saw through my two eyes. So I don't know. I don't know any other conversations that I was not a part of. Clearly, people were trying to get me out of the house. But when you're in the house, you don't know what the heck is going on. It's like, and I don't want to be that guy that's all paranoid, making sure I'm in every conversation because, they're either going to want me to stay or they're not. I was extremely loyal to the people I wanted to be loyal to. I was loyal to them every single day I was in the house. And, if they would have believed me and they would have known how loyal I actually was, I would have went further. But it is what it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
You'll find out yourself what
I will
happened,
do. I'm
and
gonna watch the show in a couple
yeah.
weeks. But
So
for now,
just
I need
yeah,
to get my mind off Big Brother a little bit. I'm trying to do some.
exactly. Just you'll see how it played out.
Yeah.
Um, Now let's talk about perhaps the most epic exit, eviction exit of all time.
Of all
The
time? Are you
the
serious?
the flinging of the Fruit Loops before Julie even said it. How did you come up with it and talk about it?
It was spur of the moment. I really wanted to throw the Fruit Loops at the audience, but I thought, it'd be better to throw them at my Fruit Loop Dingus house guests. So it literally happened 5 minutes before I went up. I'm like, you know what? What am I gonna do to just throw in some entertainment? I got a bag of Fruit Loops, and I just started launching them at people, and walking across the table, because I give this many fucks at all times.
It was epic, Zach. And were you surprised by the audience applause? Like, did that give you your first sense of how
No.
popular you were?
I was happy that they were applauding me so loud, but that didn't give me any indication of of what I really was on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why it's just amazing to. Because were you afraid of that the possibility of getting booed like Christine was?
I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna get booed. What could I get booed for? You know, I played the game hard. I was loyal, and I didn't say anything that I would have regretted or would have tarnished my character. I mean, I played the game with 110% of what I had. I left it all on the field, and I don't see why anyone would boo me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But
No, there is no reason. But it's because you made several comments thinking that you were hated during.
yeah, I did. I don't know. I mean, it's weird being in that house. Your mind flips like 180 degrees. You know, I was very paranoid about stuff. You know, in the outside world. You know, with my family and you know, just how are they handling it? You know, it's tough. It's really tough being in the Big Brother house, and you really don't know what to expect when you get out of the house. You don't know what to expect. You know, the next morning when you wake up, it's all just bam. You know, it's like it all happens so fast. So I mean, you know, walking out to an applause of that caliber was extremely amazing. I loved it, you know, and I'm just happy that I gave everyone a good show to watch this summer.
You absolutely did.
Thank
Let's talk about one thing from your eviction interview with Julie.
Okay.
Did it catch you off guard when she referred to your friendship with Frankie as a quote showmance?
Did it catch me off guard? None whatsoever. I mean,
Okay.
Frankie and I became a quote unquote showmance day 2. You know, I fucking love the kid as a friend. You know, he's extremely smart and funny. You know, he's one of my best friends, and I'm gonna be best friends with him forever. You know, we're going to hang out next week together. We're gonna be spending a couple days together. We're gonna have a good time. But you know, they called it a showmance. It's all for TV. I mean, it's not like it was a. You know, what's the definition of a showmance? Is it?
I was going to ask you. I don't know.
Definition of a showmance, and then I'll answer your question better.
Well, I think the showmances from every season involve sexual encounters.
Okay, well, if
Making
the
out.
definition of a showmance is, you know, 2 people in Big Brother that have sexual interactions, then no, we were not a showmance. It would be more like a bromance.
That's how I
That
labeled
what
it.
you're
It's a
looking for? Okay.
bromance. I thought it was more of a bromance than a showmance.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, you know how they throw those words out there. You know, it doesn't mean anything. You know, but again, like I said, him and I, we had a final 2 deal, and I was gonna honor that final 2 deal, and I thought he was as well. So I mean, the fact that if we want to call ourselves a showmance, you know, for game-related strategy, for I mean, there's so much that goes into the game, and you know, the fact that we had a name, and it was pissing a lot of people off. Cody was kind of pissed about it. Christine, you know, I'm not really sure, but this is what I've heard. But you know, I mean, as far as you know, the showmance, I mean, we had a final 2 deal, and we were best friends. But there were no sexual interactions whatsoever. I mean, I don't know what else. I think I'm just ranting on right now, but
No,
I mean,
Zach, this is
final
what
2
people
deal.
need to
I had
hear.
a
This
final
is what
2 with Frankie, and I was gonna honor that deal. And him and I together are an amazing team. We really are. We both bring something extremely different to the table, and you know, we meshed very well, and we could have played the game so well as you know, with a final 2 deal. And you know, one of us clearly didn't honor that deal. And you know, it is what it is. But I wasn't thrown off at all by the fact that Julie called it a showmance, because I called it a showmance. You know what I mean?
Okay, hey,
So,
it's just a word.
yeah.
I would it now the returning juror comp. Do you regret not playing more shuffleboard in college, or were you kind of relieved that you didn't get back in the house?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I was relieved that I wasn't back in the house, but to me, it's like, all right, if I would have won, hypothetically speaking, if I would have won the jury competition and I get thrown back into that house, what would have changed? I was evicted 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, every single person in this house wanted me gone. What was the point? You know, if I would have went back in, I would have had to win the HOH. And if I would have won that HOH, Donnie and I would have taken down the house one by one. I mean, all you guys know that, clearly. But no, I mean, I don't want to say I was relieved, but I was like, all right, you know, I'm going to try my best. But I didn't win, and I was like, you know, I didn't win. If I would have been in the house, it would have been like, what, you know, nothing changed. Zach, you're going home next week. You know what I mean?
It would have been like the BB Rewind, just the other BB Rewind.
Yeah,
really,
exactly. It just rewind it 20 minutes ago, and it's a new week. So
Now, what did you think? Why do you think they had the first juror luxury comp this year? And talk about your dance of the Fruit Loops.
oh my gosh, the fact that Big Brother brought the evicted house guests back to the house for a jury comp. Like, is that even legal? Like, is that even legal? Is that legal? Can we look it up? Because I didn't even think that
Well,
was.
it's never been done before. It's
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, obviously I was freaking happy as heck. Chance to win 5K, baby. Buy
I think
myself.
I'm trying to hint that you were the reason why they did it. So
Oh well, if I'm the reason why they did it, that makes me very happy. I'm just plugging in my computer real quick.
sure thing.
But keep talking. I'm here.
Did you? I have a question. Just one question about Caleb. Did you find him as unintentionally hilarious as I did?
Oh my God, he is the funniest person besides Frankie. He's extremely funny. But yeah, it's all unintentional for that guy. All unintentional.
How did you keep a straight face when he's walking around with buddy slippers, a do-rag made of Amber's dress, and a plastic sword?
I thought this kid was a cowboy. He looks more like a Fruit Loop Dingus to me.
So, how about we switch to talk about Jury House because people are curious about because we haven't seen that much about it.
Okay.
Uh, what did you do to keep yourself entertained, and who
It
did you
was
spend the
tough.
most time with?
It was tough. I spent a lot of time with Donnie. Donnie and I, it was weird because in the house, I would go to sleep when he wakes up, and he would go to, and we were on completely different schedules in the house. So we really didn't get to bond. We really didn't get to know each other well. But outside of the house, him and I, we woke up, we would talk all day. We would eat every single meal together. We were grilling chicken, hanging out in the pool. It was a great time. I was chilling with Donnie a lot. At first, I was hanging out with Hayden, but once Nicole came to the jury house, you knew that was over.
Yep. Did you learn anything, like anything that after your eviction, anything that you found out that kind of surprised you, or either about you or somebody else?
Besides the fact that there's Team America and Derek's a cop, no. I feel like I knew a lot of the stuff that was going on.
But yeah, that actually brings me to next point I was going to make. A
Okay.
lot of the audience thought that Derek was playing such a good undercover game
Right?
that you guys wouldn't realize how good of a game he was playing. But then they did a Jury House segment, and you guys all seem to be very well aware of how good he was playing.
Yeah.
How did you know this when you were in the house, or is this something that you later realized?
No, I just thought it was weird. I didn't think he was like I had no idea how well he was playing the game. Clearly, he played it better than anyone ever. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. He could possibly be the best Big Brother player alive right now. I had no idea that he was actually playing such a good game. But in my mind, I was like, how is this guy so perfect? He was too perfect. You know what I mean? He was too perfect, always on point. His skills are sharp as a freaking knife. I mean, he is perfect. And I didn't realize that he was playing such a great game until, all the people my friends are calling me, yo, Derek's the man. My family's calling me, that Derek, he just played such a great game, obviously, but, I didn't know that he was playing such a great game. I just thought, wow, this guy is perfect for Big Brother. I had no idea. He was better than I even thought. You know what I mean?
He goes down in history as one of the best Big Brother winners ever, and it's interesting to know that you didn't. It's not that you knew it when you were there. It's something that it was like a revelation after when you were in the jury house.
Mhm.
Let's talk about. We know that Dr. Will is one of your idols. We
Idol.
didn't get to see.
I got off the phone with him. I was talking to him on the phone yesterday for an hour. He's giving me tons of advice.
What was it like to meet him at the round table?
Oh, what was it like meeting him?
Yeah, because we were all hoping that they would show his entrance and see your reaction,
Oh, they
and we
didn't
never
show it?
got that. No.
First of all, my jaw dropped. I was like a fangirl. It was just, I mean, Dr. Will is literally, he is my idol. Like, not my Big Brother mentor, none of that. He is my idol as a person. You know what I mean? Like, that's who I look up to. And, he's so smart and funny, and he is a great sense of humor. You know, he's a great guy in general, and you know, meeting him at the jury roundtable was, you know, it's like I just saw, you know, LeBron James or Derek Jeter for the first time. You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. My suspicion was maybe it's because some of the other jurors might not have recognized him. Is like, because did anybody not know who he was?
No, we all know who Doc. How could you not know who Dr. Will is if you're on Big Brother? Let's be real.
You'd be surprised. Did he hate all of you people?
Did he hate all of us?
Yeah. Did he tell you he hated you guys?
No, he did not do that. No, he did not.
I'm kidding. How did you see what he tweeted about you though?
I saw. I can't remember. What did it say again? What did it say?
Something about like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, I mean, I was trying to imitate Dr. Will. I was trying to play his game. You know, like no one took him seriously. He was always sarcastic. He would tell people straight to their face, "Yo, I'm putting you up on the block," without them even realizing that he's actually gonna put them on the block. So I mean, yeah, I try to imitate that, but also I feel like we are the same person. You know, like we both have a great sense of humor. We're both very sarcastic. We're both very animated. You know, it was just it was a match made in heaven with me and Dr. Will. And you know, talking to him on the phone, him calling me was like another. Oh my gosh, Dr. Will's calling me right now. We talked on the phone for an hour. He gave me a lot of advice, and I gotta say, Dr. Will, if you're watching this, thank you very much.
I've never seen him tweet about a house guest like that. That's why I bring it up because
Really? Wow. I feel honored. I feel honored.
You probably got the most praise from the Big Brother legends that across the board this season.
It is great.
Like Danielle Reyes loved you. Evil Dick was one of your strongest advocates.
Evil Dick is the man.
Everybody loved you. You know, Dan praised, or you know, everyone talked about how entertaining you were, and you put on a great show, and you got it. Like, if it's coming from those people, you did something right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, one of the other things we've been speculating as fans is scenarios involving final twos. If it hadn't been Derek and whoever was sitting next to him,
Okay.
I'm curious to know either if you or if everybody how it would have played out. Let's start with Caleb and Cody.
Cody.
If it was Caleb.
Boy.
Okay.
Cody, my boy. Well, you know, they both played a great game. You know, Cody I think played a better game, but and it's tough because I freaking love Caleb too. And I gotta say that Caleb, Cody, and we are gonna be best friends for life. I freaking love them to death. But I think I would have voted for Cody because he kind of was my boy a little more than Caleb was in the game.
Is that just you, or do you think that others would have as well?
I think other people. It's tough to say. I can't speak for anyone. But if it was Caleb and Cody, I think it would be it'd be a 50-50 split. It'd come down to the last vote.
That's sort of thing that's exciting that we haven't seen in a while. What about if it were Derek and Frankie sitting next to each other? What would the vote have been like?
I mean, the vote. See, I'm going through my head right now of the jury members and who they would have voted for, and
Jocasta. What would she have? Who do you think?
Jocasta was bitter, so I think she would have voted for Frankie.
Okay.
Right, she was bitter towards Derek. I honestly I can't answer. I don't know. Who would I have voted for? I would have voted for Frankie if it came down to the last two, because Frankie's social game is just it's pristine. It doesn't get better than Frankie's social game. He can kiss butt better than any person alive. He is so fun to be around, and I trusted the guy of my life. I put my big brother life in his hands. You know what I mean? It takes a lot for someone to do that for you. You know. So I would have voted for Frankie over there.
Do you have any sense, like, would it have been a unanimous thing, or
no?
Because that's what I'm kind of getting at.
Dude, Frankie, Derek would have been very close.
So not a unanimous thing. What about Victoria and a toaster?
The toaster played a great game. The toaster just hung out. The toaster didn't start any problems with anyone. The toaster worked most of the time. The toaster gave me great bagels, to eat when I put them in the toaster. And Victoria, what's there to say about Victoria? She played a very terrible game. She couldn't win a competition if her life depended on it. And on top of that, she was just there. She said one time she felt like she was at summer camp. Being in the Big Brother house, I'll tell you, it is not summer camp. It's resembles a prison. So she wasn't there, and I think I probably at the end of the day would have voted for the toaster.
Good. Just interesting because one of the running jokes this summer was no one knew who she was. Like we all would call her like Veronica or different variations of names that
Right?
start with V because yeah. Would anybody have voted for her under any circumstance?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she could have had a vote if
She
she
definitely
got
would have gotten votes.
like more than two or
Ye- I I don't know. I mean,
like is it just
you
bitter
realize,
people like
see, this is
bitter?
the thing. This is the thing. If she were to come out before the votes were cast, and she said, "Hey everyone, I'm actually da 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 da. I'm actually da 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 da, and I'm not as stupid as I look." That would have changed a lot of things, and she would have gotten votes. You know what I mean? So it all depends. It just depends.
Yeah. Another question about back to if Frankie were in the final two
Okay.
because he said that he was playing for charity. Would that have factored into your decision?
Yes.
In what way?
In what way? I mean, let's be real. If it's like, wow, Derek played a really good game, Frankie played a really good game, I want to vote for both of them, but I feel a little better about myself. Or how about I put it this way? I feel bad if I'm not giving the money to kids in Africa. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel better about myself if I am voting. If I am, the money is going to kids in Africa, and it was going to. He worked for the charity. It's not like it was his strategy. I mean, he didn't come out in the first place and say, "Hey guys, I'm playing for charity." It was kind of like he felt like he had to, and you gotta respect the kid. I mean, he does charity missions all the time, and
It's
he's
not.
a big
It's not
heart.
about not. It's not about not respecting him. It's just about would it. Yeah, I just wanted to know if it were something that would have actually influenced the outcome.
Okay,
Yeah.
it might not have influenced the outcome. It would have influenced Zach Rance's vote. Other
Okay.
people don't care. The other people that were in the house, in the jury house, they didn't care. There were people that were like, okay, well, I'm playing for a charity fund. I'm playing for the let me help pay off my school debt charity fund. You know what I mean? We're all playing for something different, and at the end of the day, it really didn't matter. So I don't know. It kind of affected me a little bit. I mean, I love the kid for doing that. It's freaking awesome. And I'm gonna go with him the next time he goes to Africa, and we're gonna build a school together, and it's gonna be fabulous. So I mean, I felt like, hey, that's something I could be interested in. Building schools in Africa. He's playing for schools in Africa. I like both the freaking people up there. So I'm gonna be honest. It would have influenced my decision, but I'm not speaking for anyone else because it would not have influenced other people's decisions.
That's exactly what I want to know. Last question about the game.
Oh, that's it?
Well,
Last?
no. Well, we've got more stuff to talk
Okay.
about,
Okay.
but just about the season. What was your reaction to being in the top three for America's Favorite?
Again, I was speechless. I was like, when Julie Chen said that the top three, and I was a part of that, I was flabbergasted. I was, that's when it kind of hit me that, like, wow, I think I was entertaining, or wow, I think I did do something special. That's when it kind of hit me. So, I mean, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I couldn't have done it without my family. I couldn't have done it without, the people watching, my friends, and, a lot of the teachers and bosses that have influenced my character and influenced me in other ways throughout my life. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just the way I played the game. I feel like it was like me as a person. The fans actually, related to me, or they, enjoyed seeing me on TV. They, wanted to, show their thanks and support, I guess, But it was a great feeling to know that I was in the top 3.
Oh yeah. Well, the season definitely lost its spark when you left, and
Oh,
it was noticeable.
yeah,
So that's why we're so glad that they had that juror luxury comp.
right.
Now just one other thing. Were you surprised that Frankie wasn't in top 3?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think is the reason? Like just because he kept mentioning, because he did shout out, to ask his sister's followers to vote for him, and we were all kind of, surprised that he wasn't in the top 3, and
Yeah. I'm surprised, you know.
because that's one of the things that kind of upset a lot of people, a lot of the house guests during his
Yes.
reveal,
Of
was
course.
that you guys kind of felt despondent, like what am I doing here?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
okay, so the season's over. Tell the soap opera you're on, Bold, Beautiful, and Beyond. They send me coupons all the time. I could have hooked you up. What department are you working in?
Okay,
I'm
it's
just
not
curious.
Bed Bath and Beyond, Mike, you Fruit Loop Dingus. It's a soap opera called The Bold and the Beautiful. It's going to be on October 30th and October 31st at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm in 2 episodes. I'm playing myself, calling people Fruit Loop Dinguses, doing my dance moves, twerking, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be very exciting. And this is going to launch my TV career, if you know what I mean.
Well, speaking of which, so what's next for Zack Attack?
Well, if Ryan Seacrest, if you're watching, I'm coming for all of your jobs. That's for sure. I'm here to do anything. People love watching me on TV. I myself, I'm not gonna change. I'm funny to watch. I'm a funny person. Throw a camera in front of my face, and people are gonna be entertained. So I mean, I would like to host something. I would like to host competition shows, or be on America's Next Top Model. Anything. Put me on anything, and I'll give some entertainment there. I got a lot of entertainment value right now.
I would concur.
Okay.
Do you
Good.
have this is a loaded question, so I'm just giving you a heads up.
Okay.
Do you have plans for Thanksgiving?
Do I have plans for Thanksgiving? I mean, I hope
You
my
don't have
mom.
to. You don't have to tell me what.
Hey, you asked the question. I'm gonna give you the answer.
Okay.
I hope my mom isn't watching because Thanksgiving weekend, my Florida Gators are playing the Seminoles, and you better bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna be there. So, mom, I might not show up to Thanksgiving. Don't show her this, mom. Do not watch. No, I'll be at Thanksgiving. I'm kidding. But why? What's the question? Why does it matter?
Folks, there you have it. He's not going to be on The Amazing Race.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be on The Amazing Race.
That was a trick question, because if you were going to be on The Amazing Race, you wouldn't have had you would have not given me an answer to that question.
Oh, okay. So no, I'm not on The
Because
Amazing. I wish I
they
was.
film, yeah. I when do you plan on watching the episodes? I think you mentioned it earlier.
I
You s-
have no idea. That's a terrible question right now.
Okay.
I don't know. What do I do? I mean, wait, what's the
Well,
question?
well, wait. Well, tell us what what makes you nervous about watching the episodes? Because I don't know what it would be like in your
I
shoes,
don't
so I
know.
want to understand
No,
what is going on in your head.
I don't know. It's just I'm gonna be so like floored watching it. Like, oh my God, that happened. Like people were doing that behind my back, or wow, that's what I look like on TV, or I don't know. It's gonna be weird watching it. Eh, I haven't even. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even thought. I haven't even thought about watching it. I haven't even thought. So I mean, it'll happen soon. I'm guessing, but I'm not eager or anxious to throw on my DVR and watch every single episode of Big Brother. Even though I know it's a great show, it's just it's weird. It's weird. You know what I mean?
I think you need some time to
I
like.
need time. I need time. I'm gonna go to sleep right after this interview.
What about YouTube videos? A lot of people made fan videos.
Oh
Uh,
yes. Yep. Yeah, I loved them. The one it's called Sexy Back or whatever, me dancing to Justin Timberlake. That's a
yeah.
great one. Uh, there's a lot of them. I've looked at a few of them, but again, my life is so hectic right now. It's like I just need time to relax. And I promise I'm gonna look at all of them And to all the fans, I promise that I'm going to read all the mail. I've already started it. I got a list going of all the people that I'm returning pink hats to, signed. But yeah, again, I'm just blessed. I mean, when I
Yeah.
walked in my house, when I got home from Los Angeles, and I saw my bed full of fan mail, pink hats, a PlayStation 4, I was so appreciative that I couldn't even explain in words the feeling I had of just, I don't even know how to explain it. I can't even put it into words. But, I'm not going to watch the show anytime soon. So
You're going to get a lot of PlayStation 4 games. May I suggest to the fans watching, maybe you should get him a gift card for GameStop so he could decide what games he wants so he doesn't have...
fans, I don't want your money. Please don't send me.
No, but if they might send you games though, just so you can expect them.
All right, do whatever you guys want. But I love the fan mail. I've been reading it all. You guys are all great, and I'm glad that I made your summer worthwhile.
Are you chartering a plane to Germany because you promised everybody and their mothers that you're going to be taking them, and that'd be kind of the most cost efficient?
I told everyone I was taking them to Germany, but at the end of the day, I told Cody Calzone, if you're watching, buddy, I said I was going to take you to Germany, and I might still take you to Germany. All right? No, I'm kidding. I did promise everyone Germany. It was a fun joke to go off of.
It was hilarious.
I plan on going to Germany, kind of soon. I don't know who I'm going to take, but it's definitely going to be a girl. So if there are any 18-year-old girls, at 21, I think. 21. You have to be 21 to drink in Germany. I don't know.
Not in Germany. You can be 18.
Okay. Well, any girls over 18, let me know if you'd like to come with me to Germany, and we'll have a good week. So, but no, I'm not chartering a Froot Loop Dingus airplane to Germany, Mike. All right.
Question: do you know where Amsterdam is?
I knew. Okay. Victoria swore that Amsterdam was in Germany. Clearly, it's not. I was like, "Are you sure about that?" I know I look stupid, but I said, "Are you sure about that?" I don't think it's in Germany, and I didn't know where it was. Now I know it's in the Netherlands, right? It's in the Netherlands. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I knew it wasn't in Germany though, and
no, you were the one who knew. It was that everybody else was putting doubt in your head.
Yes,
it's just funny.
So you watched it. So you watched it. Great.
Yeah, Zach, you got to understand the Big Brother fans. They watch everything, and that's why you have such a loyal fan base, because they know all of these. They saw everything.
They saw everything I did. Thank you.
And we all know, like, when you watch the episodes, just remember, we, the fans, all know what really happened. We're not fooled by an edit. So just remember that your fans know the real story, so don't worry about it.
Fans out there, I just want to let you know I'm in a group text right now with Cody Beast Mode and Nicole. I saved her number as Nicole Dingus. All right.
Don't show the phone. Don't show the phone number.
What?
Hide the phone number. Hide the phone number. You're showing.
Hey, I might have to change my phone number. I really might. Her number. My bad.
Yeah, not your number. Her number.
No one saw that. No one saw that.
Alone,
you guys.
Are you feeling the pressure to be active on social media? And what do you want people to know?
Yeah, no, I am being extremely pressured into, the fans are thirsty for some more Zach Attack, and it's coming. I just had to, decompress a little bit, get my life back together, I don't know where it goes from here. I want to, but I'm going to be funny. Don't worry. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. Expect a couple tweets a day. Expect an Instagram picture every day. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, but yes, I am being pressured. I mean, a lot of people are, commenting, post more. Why don't you post? Post on Twitter. Post on this. Why haven't you posted in 6 minutes? It's like, so, I mean, it'll come, people. I promise. I'm very new to Twitter. I had one tweet before I left the house. So, I mean, I'm getting the hang of it now. I need to get verified. My account is obviously Rancy Pants. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys know it's Rancy Pants. But if you guys want to help me get verified, start trending, and we'll make moves.
It was trending already. I don't think you have to worry about that. And I think if anybody needs it, you do, because all summer long, when I used to tweet about you, I would check the favorites or retweets,
right?
And there'd be 50 to 100 permutations of Rancy Pants, Zach Rance, blah, blah, like with your profile picture, and it was confusing as hell.
Yeah.
And you need to be verified because,
I'm glad I spelled it out in my last eviction speech.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right? I'm glad I spelled it out.
I think it was really smart that you spelled it out. So, folks, he's just give him some time, and also, whenever you tweet, this is one of my pet peeves is when you see like all the responses are follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Will you just like make it clear that that's not going to work, or is it going to work? I hope not, but
No, it's not going to work. You have no idea about the strategies that these fans have about me following them. Some of them I can't say no to. I literally have to follow them. So think of something super creative to get my attention. No, the follow me, follow me, follow me is not going to work. Find something super creative, all right, that'll get my attention, and you will get a follow by Rancy Pants. Promise that.
oh boy, oh boy.
But I'm coming hard in the social media game. I'm coming hard, Mike. All right? Coming real hard. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. I got a big weekend coming up. Next week, I got a lot of plans. Going to Disney World, maybe. So, expect a lot more tweets and Instagram posts in the coming future.
Awesome. I want to now talk about what we all know will be coming, and that is another appearance by you in the house on an All-Star season.
Yes.
Now, Mike, this is my question.
Okay.
I felt like you had two choices: play to win versus play to entertain. I felt this summer you went with the playing to entertain.
Yeah, I played to play the game too. I mean, clearly I have a good game. I mean, I was in almost every freaking alliance there was. I mean, I think I played a good game. I don't have any regrets as far as game strategy goes. Obviously, you learn from experience, and I've experienced and learned to keep my Fruit Loop Dingus mouth shut. And I promise you I would play a better game. You'll still get the same entertainment value, but I will be smarter as far as who I talk to, what I say, and how I go about saying it. Because tone is everything. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Absolutely. I think
Yeah.
the great thing that we saw by watching your game is that you're very loyal, and
Yeah.
people know you have. If you shut your mouth, it'll help, but no one ever will question your loyalty because you were loyal to like almost too loyal, and I think that will work to your advantage. So, I think the fans are going to be really excited to see you back, and just remember that the entertaining Zach is what got you so much popularity, and so
Yeah,
what's
the
that?
entertainment
Oh,
entertainment guy was, right? Let me throw on my Donnie shirt real quick.
do you have? There's a similar shirt. Yeah,
What?
there's a similar shirt with your silhouette that's blue, with a pink hat. Talk so the camera goes on you.
Oh, you see the Fruit Loop Dingus shirt? You guys like that? Yo, Fruit
That is-
Loop Dingus?
So are
Fruit
these
Loop
for
Dingus? What?
are these for sale or how?
No, I'm dropping official shirts real soon. Official Fruit Loop Dingus shirts are coming out soon. Keep out on the look for them, all right? They are coming out very soon. They're going to be very relatively cheap as well, and I hope all you guys buy them. And, we'll see.
I think you should be getting an endorsement from Kellogg's, to be honest, because he
So,
seriously made.
I'm going to hit up Kellogg's and see if they can throw me on a box of Fruit Loops or something.
Yeah, let's just hope they don't treat you like Team America and not give you a
Right?
cut of.
Screw me over, you Fruit Loops. I can't call anyone that works for Kellogg's a Fruit Loop, though, can I?
Well, no, but I guess not. But
I can't
I
call them.
love I love that you own that word and you made it your own, and you'll always be remembered for being a Fruit Loop Dingus. And
Yes, I will. I will.
do you have anything else that you feel like you want to talk about? Because people, your fellow house guests have been making the rounds, and this is your first time that you've really been able to share what's going on in your life. And
If you guys, I'll explain. I mean, right now, I'm literally just relaxing. Okay, I am hanging out with my brother. He stayed home from school the last couple days. He's missed a lot of homework because him and I have just been hanging out. We're gonna go. It's been raining a lot, so I have to play golf. But we went in the pool while it was raining the other day. We've just hanging out with my dog. It's like I just want to get back to the life I had before I left Big Brother. And that was just being a bum, sitting around the house all day, playing golf. So like I just want to get back into that mode, relax, sit back. And some of the advice that Dr. Will told me, I got to figure out what I want to do now. I got to figure out what I want to do in my life. Obviously, I'm gonna be on it. I hope I'm gonna be on another Big Brother. That would be great. I loved playing the game. As much as it sucked actually being in that house, I loved playing the game. But also there's a lot of other things that I want to stem from this, and that's I want to be a host of a TV show. I want to be on TV. I want to have a reality show. People will watch. Apparently, people love me. I knew I was funny. I didn't think I was this funny. But, I mean, people love to watch me. If I'm not on Big Brother, I'm definitely going to go as hard as I can and try to, figure out what my niche is. But for right now, I'm just sitting back with my feet up, relaxing, and, I really just, I want to just get my mind back into, family. Because I miss my family so much, and I didn't know how my dad was doing. I didn't know how my mom was doing. I didn't know what Peyton was up to, so it's just nice that I'm back home, relaxing. But I'm gonna tweet and Instagram. Don't worry, fans.
don't feel pressured. It's just your family was. I think that's why even your dog has more followers than you can count. Your family was very active on social media.
I heard.
And very much involved with the fans, and that's why we got to know your family, and we fell in love with the Rance. I think because your family has just got such a great dynamic with different personalities, you would be a great reality show. The Rance, like Keeping Up with the Rances.
Hey, you got to talk to CBS about that one.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how long are you on their leash?
For a little while.
Yeah.
I can't go into details.
No, it's okay, but just so people are aware, it's not necessarily because you're not getting an opportunity. It's CBS kind of owns you. Right, exactly.
They own Froot Loop Dingus. They own, they own everything I've ever created. So I mean, it is what it is.
Well, hopefully you'll go back on. I'm sure you're going to have another appearance on The Bold and Beautiful, and
of course.
We all know good things are coming for you, Zach. There's no question about it.
I gotta say, it's because of the fan base I have. It's because of the fans that I have all this confidence to do other stuff. So I gotta say again, thank you to all of my fans, all of the people that follow me on Twitter, all of the people that like my Instagram photos, especially all the people that have sent me actual mail. I'm reading all of it, and it's gonna take a couple days or even weeks to go through all of it, but I'm gonna get back to all of you guys, I promise. And I couldn't have done it without the fans, because now I have the confidence and I have the ground under my feet to actually make a move and be in the TV industry and be in entertainment. So it's a lot of their doing as well.
Yeah, your fans. You not only have a lot of fans, but the fans you do have really love you, and that's
and I love
really
them too.
special.
I love them too. I really do.
And so everybody, you heard it from him. It's not that he doesn't appreciate you. He's decompressing.
Yes.
And he will be on the scene. And but you take it as a compliment, because it just means that people want more Zack Attack. And do you want to give your audience a little twerk, show us what we love?
Hey, I would love to give him a little twerk. Look on Instagram. How about that?
Oh, you're not. Oh,
shit. On Instagram, okay? How about that?
Okay.
All right.
anything else you want to talk about or mention or shout outs or anything that you feel like you want to tell the fans before we see you next?
You
Because
know what?
I love.
Just don't ever change. You guys, I feel like all my fans are great people too. Like I can just tell that they got their head on their shoulders and everything's perfect. So there's nothing really else I want to say besides I love you guys. I really do. And right now I think I'm at 200,000 Twitter followers. I want to get that higher so I can be verified and and I could really entertain you guys. I don't want any fake accounts out there. You know what I mean?
You don't. Let me just tell you, you don't need more followers. Like that's not what. There are people with very few followers who do get verified. I wouldn't worry, Zach. You're going to be taken care of.
All right.
I want to just tell you how much I appreciate, and I think I speak on behalf of a lot of your fans that you came on. You gave us some Zach Attack. You expressed everything that you did. You told us what we wanted to know, and you are our favorite Fruit Loop Dingus. We love you, and you really made this summer special. And personally, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome. Hey, I was just being myself. I was just being who I am, and you guys saw in me. So, hey.
Don't change. How about want to sign off with one of your? Or give us a classic Zach sign off.
All right, let's sign off. To all you Fruit Loop dinguses out there, stay thirsty. I'm coming hard on social media. Don't ever change, and look out for Zach Attack on your next TV screen. How's that?
Give a gator clap.
Oh. How's that?
Perfect.
Good?
You guys, you can follow me on Twitter at MissCleoBB. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. And thank you, Zach. And see you dinguses later, okay?